Hello and good morning to everyone. Shout out to the teachers who are joining us today. Welcome to the GEG APEC Weekend Stay Connected. The GEG APAC Weekend is a collaboration effort of the Google Educator groups around Asia Pacific region. Habang meron tayong mga webinars hosted dito sa Pilipinas, kasabay natin ang mga iba pang mga guro sa Asia Pacific na nakikinig din sa mga webinars sa kanya-kanilang mga bansa. Meron tayong mga webinars galing sa Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Hong Kong, India, Japan, at South Korea. Naka-flash po sa screen nyo kung gusto nyo makita kung saan pa yung mga ibang webinars na nangyayari ngayon. Ngayon umaga, we are very fortunate to have two very distinguished guests to talk to us today about a very important tool and a very useful tool today. I'd like to introduce them. We are joined by Michael Abello and Matt Malagar. All right, so Matt Abello is an EdTech coordinator and Matt is the EdTech champion for Filipino of Sacred Heart School, Ateneo de Cebu. Para sa session na to, they will be talking about a small tool called Keep and a whole lot more about that one. So without further ado, let's all welcome, here we go, Michael.
Hi, thank you very much, Nico. So, Magis morning. Usually in Ateneo de Cebu, we greet each other Magis morning or Magis afternoon because Magis for us it's an Ignatian term that means to do more and to be more. So, Magis morning to each and every one. So this morning, I'm going to try to discuss a little bit with regard to two tools that would hopefully help us remember. What are these two tools? The first one is an add-on to your Windows if you are using a Windows machine. So Ditto Clipboard is something like a clipboard that would allow you access to your clipboard and would be able to try to let you copy and paste text, images, HTML, and all those other things. We've been using it, and later on, it will. We're going to try to be showing that one to you. Another one, another tool that we can try to use is with regard to Google Keep. It's a very useful tool, and it's linked to our Google account. Okay, so with that one, we would be able to try to place in our notes, our list, reminders, and all those other things. And you can even try to collaborate with your notes and the like. You can place in pictures and drawings, and you can even try to record yourself so that you'd be able to try to also you'd also be able to try to remember. So it's a very good tool for mindfulness. So I hope that we would be able. I hope that you'd be able to try to also explore with this one later on. Aside from that one, Google Keep also has labels. You can also color some of the notes, just like a post-it. So it's very useful. Okay, and it's also available in the App Store. So you can also carry it with you on your device. Now, over here, Matt is going to try to. Matt has sent a video in which he will be discussing more with regard to these two tools and how he has applied it in our online teaching and learning. So I'm gonna turn over the virtual floor to Mr. Matt Malagar.
Hello and Magis Day to one and all. Welcome to another episode of I3T Magis EdTech. And for today's video, I'm just going to quickly share to you two of the best softwares that I have used and have helped me in a ton of ways in creating and in maneuvering in our Ateneo Harter online. Dako kay nagtabang sa paghimo nako og module and as well as replying to the messages, countless messages that we receive every day that we have to respond as well, di ba? Sa ato ang mga estudyante. And the first one is what we call the Ditto Clipboard. This is not the one that is always in the news, no? The third telco. It's Ditto, Ditto. This is an extension to the standard Windows clipboard that I shared previously in another video. That this is the one that you can access when you click on the Windows icon and letter V in your keyboard. No, so it will show you the last 25 things that you have copied. And aside from that, is you can also pin a pasted article or a pasted whatever something you got there. It could be even a picture, an emoji. So I pinned this one because these are the ones that I always use. So I don't waste a lot of time in looking for them. So this is an extension. It's because Dito allows you to save each item you have copied or you have placed in your clipboard, allowing you to access any of those at a later time. Dito allows you to save any type of information that can be put in the clipboard. It could be a text, it could be an image, an HTML, custom formats, etc. And you will know that it is already installed in your computer, by the way, if you already see this icon on your taskbar. If I click on this, from the onset that I installed this software, ladies and gentlemen, tanana kong gi-copy from my clipboard when I every time I click on Control C, whatever that was, will always be saved here. Oh, it's very useful, yun, because, di ba, I know most of you have encountered a time that I already replied to this message and I have a custom message for this. Other workarounds could be pasting them into a document that you can just access and open. But that is a tedious job to do. This one is already a shortcut to that and saves you a lot of time. So for example, I want to create an assignment. No? I want to paste a link. I can immediately, in every text box that you can see, not just in MS Teams, it could be a URL box or whatsoever, you can always access this icon and then type whatever you wish to search that you have previously copied. When you double click on it, it will show up right there. Diba? This is the format that I use whenever I attach a link in the assignment man. So I have their very obvious click here text. So they will really click that button. So whatever things that has been copied, no, so for example, somebody would ask me of the copy of the pathway, and I know that I previously copied that in my clipboard. So if it's not in the standard clipboard that I have right there, I access my Ditto clipboard. So I just look for the pathway. I remember that was a lot of those things, diba, being copied. All right, so when I double click on that, it will be immediately shown in the text box that I am trying to compose and I can send it immediately. That's the beauty of the software, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry again for the Mac users. I don't know if this is downloadable in your PC because mine is a Windows PC, and I would like to teach you on how to look for this in the Microsoft Store. Very simple. You just have to open the MS Store that is default present in your PC, of course. If you click on that, you can search immediately the spelling that we have here for Dito and click on install. So that's the one that I just did. It's right here at the top right corner. Click on search, search Dito, and immediately you see that Dito clipboard. Of course, the one that will show up there is the word install. Since it's already installed in my computer, I don't have to install it again. So it says there launch the Dito clipboard. So it's a very useful product that aims to increase your productivity,
Productivity.
or whatever you are doing here on your computer. So that's about it. The second one that I always also use when I'm making my module is this extension of Google Chrome that we call Google Keep. It's named Keep because this is where you can keep your notes, your things, or whatever you want to remember, or it's like a list ba, that you can access at a later time also. So I want to access all the things that I have saved. I have it right here. No, mga notes, mga reminders. And you can even create specific tags. You can name the tags that you want so that when you save on something, for example, this one, because I'm trying to download some anime videos and I want to keep this in my Google Keep, what I need to do is just to click on this icon, this extension, and immediately it will be saved in my Google Keep notes. And I can even put some text right there. Download this, blah, blah, blah. And a title. What is this? One Piece. And so to organize your notes, because there would be a lot there if you keep on using this one, you can create labels or tags. So this is for productivity. Is this for module making, online preparations, or whatever business that you got there? So you can do that as well. And you'll know that it is saved because you have there the saved word. Got it? So when I go to my Google Keep, it will already show up there. Let's find it. Where did I add it there? For a moment. Now, the beauty of it also is there's a search bar button, man. So if you want to instantly access a keyword of your notes, then you can just type it there on the. You see already there one piece. If I search it there also, it will show up. So that's another hack for Google Keep. If you want to edit labels, create labels, you can do it right here. Create a new label, create a new tag. If you want to edit that name also, you can do that as well. So that's about it. Please note that this is not just limited to links. You can even save pictures, articles, websites, or whatever it is. So I use this to save the reference that I would like to attach in my modules at a later date when I try to make them, diba? Because that's usually the process. We go on to the internet and try to seek for whatever materials that we want to include in our module, and of course we need to cite them as a reference, right? So this is what I usually do, so I have that I can keep track of all of them, and it's much easier for me to access as well. So that's about it. I hope you learned something, ladies and gentlemen. See you on the next one. Bye bye. Yeah.
So that was Matt with Ditto and also Google Keep. Now, before we end, please try to think up of what are some of the things that you have learned today. And the second one is, what will I do with what I've learned? We'd appreciate it if you can also try to look into a KWL chart. It's with the link bit.ly GEG 2020 and then keep. With that one, you'd be able to try to input what are some of the things that you know, what are some of the things that you would like to know, and then what are some of the things that you have learned, so that it would be able you'd be able to try to process. And we'd also like to try to hear some of your feedback with regard to that one. So that's it. So thank you very much for having us for the GEG APAC weekend. Thank you, and God bless us all.
All right.
Nico?
All right, that was a great talk, Michael. Now, Michael, a little bit more on sa Keep. So, na-mention kasi ni Matt na the Keep is generally a list generating tool for Google. Tama ba yon?
It can also generate a list. So, like for example, if you'd like to try to have a shopping list, So you can just try to go to keep, and then place in your list there.
Yes. Actually, very helpful yun kasi yung sa dinami-dami ng mga bagay na kailangan gawin ng mga teachers, sometimes kailangan mong i-list down lahat ng kailangan mong gawin within the day, no? Para siyang task list. And
Hmm.
knowing our teachers, they can definitely use it. Just to ask lang po, saan po bang makikita yung Google Keep? Where can
You
we...
can you can try to access it by typing in keep.google.com. So, would you like me to try to
Yes,
demo?
that would be very helpful for us.
Okay, sige po. I'll try to stop sharing my screen and then here. Okay, so over here,
Yeah.
let me just try to type in keep. So when you try to go to keep.google.com, you can try to have there all your notes. You can try to have there your reminders. And the good thing there is that you can also try to pin. So if you try to see, I have a lot of things that I have over here, and I can try to pin some of the things that is quite important to me. Now here on the keep, so like my shopping list. So you can try to list down some of the things that you'd like. So like for example, one what do you call this, milk. So with that one, it will automatically generate what do you call this, a listing. And you can try to also add like different labels and even checkbox. So like for example, milk, and then next is rice, then add another list item like for example meat. So those are some of the things that we can try to, of course, if it's a checklist, so no need to try to place in numbers. So
Absolutely.
something like that. And then it's interactive. So once you click on it, you already have a completed item. So as what you made mention, Nico, it's very useful for parang again for mindfulness, that these are some of the things that you've already completed. So it's very cool, and it's very useful. I use this. I use Google Keep a lot.
Yon. Actually, maganda nga
Mm.
yan, Sir Michael. Sa dinami-dami rin ng list, is there a way para ma-alert tayo o pwede tayong magsabihan na, uy, kailangan mo na tong gawin?
So notifications
Yes.
over here. So over here, if you try to see, there's a reminder. So you can try to select when it would prompt you, or if for example you have notifications available in your on your device, it will try to remind you later on. Like for example, later on at 8, I prompted that, or later on at 1 o'clock, I prompted that I have to try to do my shopping or something like that.
Okay. Tapos magno-notify na lang sa devices, no?
Yes, yes.
Actually, sir,
Especially if you're linked. That's why you have to try to. It's very important that you have to try to link your Google account. So that's the important part there.
mm-mm. At ang
Mhm.
maganda dito kasi and with almost, well, with all Google apps and Google tools na alam ko, does this also help us collaborate with other members of the team? For example, if gagawa ako ng list na parang gagawin ng isang buong team ng teachers ko, pwede po bang makita nila yung list? And if how?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the thing there is that you have to try to share this particular list, in which if you try to see there's a collaboration. So like for example, I'd like to try to collaborate with Matt Malagar. So over here, I've linked it with Matt's Google account, and then when I click on save, supposedly Matt could also edit my list.
Mm-mm.
So that's a good thing there.
So kumbaga, mano-notify din si Matt kung meron siyang kailangan gawin.
Yes. So it's basically a shared list. So if you try to see, Matt is already here. So there's an icon. There's an icon with him.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
shareable
ganda
din yan.
yan.
No? Kunyari, I can share this with my students. I can share the list with the students. Tapos sabihin na kasi ako, science teacher ako eh. So, kunyari, meron ng science report na kailangan gawin. And it's a very collaborative science report. Nasa Google Doc siya. So, can I create the list and attach a link to the Google Doc so that the students that I'll be collaborating with will be able to find the link?
Yeah, definitely. You can try to do that.
Okay. That's a wonderful list. So basically, it's a very collaborative list na pwedeng gamitin ng group of people and they have a common thing na kailangan nilang gawin. And they'll be able to be notified kung meron na silang deadlines na kailangan gawin.
Yes.
Right?
Aside from that one, you can even try to another application of Google Keep can also be like groupings. So, like for example, you already set your groupings ahead of time, and then add people to that particular list, and you can try to add like a checklist. What are some of the things that they're doing, and you'd also be able to try to keep track that okay, this group has already finished making their performance task. This group has already created their video or something like that. So at least with that one, you're able to try to keep your students on task.
So very useful. Okay. Actually, thank you very much, Sir Michael. Tsaka kung nasaan man si Sir Matt ngayon, I'm sure he's been very helpful for us right now.
Yes, yes, so true.
Yeah, so true. I'm pretty sure he has a very busy day also. That's why. But I'm very thankful that he was able to join us. Now, teachers, and for those who are watching right now, if you could click on the link and find the evaluation so that we can further improve the way we present things and the way we can help you. We'd like to hear from you more. We'd like to hear on the things, maybe on the topics that you'd like to hear from us. Please go to the link and fill out the evaluation form. The moment you fill out the evaluation form, you will get a certificate para ma-notify rin naman that you were able to listen to and attend this particular talk on Keep and in the very useful Ditto as well. All right. So later on, I'd like to invite everyone because Matt and Michael will be joining us later at 3 p.m. for another talk. Yep. If you enjoyed this one, you'll definitely enjoy the next talk at 3 p.m. Tapos, mas marami pa tayong talks within the day. The day is just starting. It's just the morning, and we have a whole day of very helpful tools and very helpful items for teachers to use in the Asia Pacific. All right. So thank you very much, Sir Michael. And
thank you, Sir Nico.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Hope you can join us.
God bless.
God bless.
Bye.